Be sure to check out our next upcoming workshop, fully hands-on. So many guest speakers, I can't even list them right here, relaxshacks.com. And check out some of our other videos. Be sure to subscribe, such as the shipping container builds from these guys, Rhino Cubed, right here on the relaxshacks.com channel. Hey, what's up? I'm Deke from RelaxShacks.com in Portland, Oregon, not Oregon. I've been corrected many times. I'm from the East Coast. Here with Kent Griswold, Tiny House Blog, Tiny House Magazine, joining us again.
Hello.
And Ian and Jesse.
Hi there.
Hi.
Purveyors of this super cool tiny house in their backyard, which you'll see in just a second. Thank you guys for letting us invade. And for starters, what was the whole impetus behind doing this?
Honestly, my close friend James Theron and I, we were just looking for a project. We were living in a house we were renting. We didn't own property, but we were kind of into construction, and we wanted to have a project. And we ended up building this whole house for about $17,000 in materials, and it took us over 2 years of just kind of slowly accumulating used materials. And it was just, I just really wanted a project.
Ken, can you silence that playing for us, please? Of course, if we start talking,
And then sorry.
yeah, as we start filming, there's always the next thing you know, the baseballs would come in the yards and screaming kids. Tell us about the duration of the build, but more so the size. You know, a couple specs of the building.
Oh yeah, so the frame is 24 by 8 feet.
Oh really?
And then there's the little triangle out front, so it's about 200 square feet on the bottom floor.
Yeah.
And we started with a recycled RV trailer that we got for about $300, and then we put on 2 axles, so it has like a 12,000 pound capacity.
Really?
Yeah.
Do you know how much the house weighs as a whole? Have you ever brought it to a truck scale?
No, but I've
13,000.
No, I've compared to similar size ones, and I estimated that it would be about 10.
We call it the lowrider. Yeah.
Anyway, yeah, and so we had to learn to weld a little bit from our neighbor, but it was a lot of fun learning about that. And then we kind of stick framed it up from there, and it's 13 and a half feet, standard height that most of them are, with a single slope roof.
Now, why do you go with the single slope versus the gable? I'm a fan of the single slope. I'm just curious why.
I love it. I spent a lot of time looking at photos and graph paper and how the logistics of it. And I don't know if you want to come inside now or later.
Yeah. Well, before we go inside,
it's got that high ceiling feeling. I didn't feel like that was possible with the arch roof.
Well, you're not pinched into those corners.
Yeah.
Exactly. One thing I love, Kent and I were talking about this, is you guys have the entrance on the side. You don't see too many tiny houses doing that. I'm right in the sun right now. You have the little polycarbonate, little Tuftex overhang kind of thing here, which is great. So you have this recessed sitting area and a deck, so you kind of continue to your indoor living space outdoors where you can hang out, drink coffee, read comic books, whatever.
That was the whole intention. Yeah, and obviously the other side of the French door opens, so you have that really quick flow in and out of the house. So
you want to have a mini music fest in your backyard, you got a stage ready to go.
Exactly.
Now the decision, just aesthetically, I like this, the two-tone siding here. Was that more materials, you had a certain amount of each? Because I know, and we haven't touched upon this, this is almost 80% salvage, Jesse was saying?
It's true. All this cedar siding we had in advance, and we knew we were going to run short. We got it from the local rebuilding center here, which is amazing in Portland. And we also wanted a little flair, and we knew these windows were new. There's 3 of these all the same size, and we just kind of noticed that if we wrapped it around the building, it would give it that
racing stripe look,
right? As opposed to the windows over here, we designed around these. These would have been super expensive, and we got these for just a couple $100 all used, along with the doors. So
the materials dictate to the design sometimes.
The materials dictate to the design, for sure. We wanted a lot of glass, and we were, honestly, we were a little nervous about the shear with the corner here and everything, but we've moved it a few times.
Okay.
And it's been fine so far.
Oh, it looks. This is one of the cooler ones I've seen in quite some time. And as we go inside, want to head inside now. I don't know if they're going to catch it in camera or really get a feel for it, but because of those windows and just the expansive view to the outdoors, it feels a heck of a lot bigger than it really is inside.
Yeah, and I mean, I don't know, you'll probably notice this as we're giving the tour, but almost the entire back side has no windows.
Yeah.
And we really built it with a sense of an orientation.
You have really ugly neighbors on that side or something?
Exactly, those guys are the worst over there. No, we backed it up against a fence, which is probably often what a tiny house is going to do. I thought it'd be on one edge of the property, and then you get the long view. So you put all the windows on one side. We could have oriented it the other way and had it on the other side.
Which way is south, by the way, from here?
That way, right? Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, honestly.
Well, you won't cook this way certain times of the year.
It used to get really hot in there.
Yeah.
It was more of an issue overheating.
Set up some mirrors. Yeah, let's head inside.
Should we head in? Okay.
I'll kind of show the deck as we enter.
Yeah, so it's removable right here, and I have a little bump in the frame. and that was just to try and break up the space in there.
No, it keeps it from being this monotonous billboard of a front.
Yeah.
Looks great. All right, so you got a bunch of. I was poking in here before, and a lot of cool things going on. I'll let you take the lead, of course, but.
Oh well, no. If you have a question.
No, just from the. I'm just going to point out from the mason jar lights. I mean, just a lot of character there. To the vintage. Jesse was saying this is IKEA. This.
Oh, this is
yeah.
an old IKEA couch.
All right, I've never seen one like that. It's so cool.
It's nice. It has a little. This pad goes in up
A
here.
little chamber.
And it makes a single bed.
Yeah, I've never seen that model, and I have an IKEA in my town.
Yeah, but I mean, we made a lot of choices. Obviously, like I said, we had the reclaimed windows that I had to like strip and clean up. And what I like is that you have the high ceiling here, so by the time you sit down,
Yeah.
you get a pretty good sense of space. That's about, I think it's a 10-foot inside ceiling.
Yeah.
And then with the wallboard, we went with that really thin plywood, like the 1/4-inch plywood. So I think it looks really clean to have the white and the wood.
And you get the
That was-
batten
that was-
strips every 4 feet or
Yeah.
so, and it's lightweight too because you have to worry about weight. Strength versus weight.
Yeah, and of course the normal sheetrock might crack.
Yeah, yeah.
Right. So with all the flexing of the building.
People claim it won't with the hot mud or flexible mud, but I don't know.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Yeah,
I
it
think
could
it's.
be.
I don't
It could
know.
be.
This plank is something else. This huge shelf right here.
Yeah, I was
giant-
lucky enough to have a planer, and so we just went again to the rebuilding center, just got an old piece of wood and just put it through the planer a couple times so you keep that nice yellow color, but didn't put it through so much it became whitish.
Jesse, you're being awfully quiet. Why don't you tell us about the cool art in here? Because I love this treehouse sketch. And then you have sketches of your house in different scenarios, like the Noah's Ark. The ocean has receded. Shot picture over here almost. You can't really see it so well. One with a wave. You showed me your house stuck on top of a tree.
Those were commissioned our friend John Wagner. He's a cartoonist and an artist, and Jesse actually got that for my birthday.
It's so cool.
It's kind of my hobbies with the tiny house in place of me.
The options are endless.
Yeah.
Tiny house on top of a mushroom cloud or something. I don't know. Let's hope not. Okay, this is a great view from over here. I'm gonna back up for a second. You guys have managed to infuse a lot of it's rustic, but there's a lot of it's modern, it's clean. There's some color with all your canned goods and all that, the natural wood, the white walls. It just looks so nice.
Thank you. Yeah, so like the warm color again. These are like old Doug fir boards. I don't know how old they are, but you can see like the old rust turned to black from
Yeah.
the old nail heads. So it's been planed down. So and the framing back here is the same way. So just trying to give the building a sense of history. I estimate about 80% recycled materials. All the flooring's recycled. All the 2x4s in the walls are recycled.
Really?
Yeah, and these, we got kind of creative in some places. This, if you kind of look at it right, you might notice that it looks like a garage door panel turned sideways.
Yeah.
There's all those thin panels in a garage door that go up.
Yeah.
Well, anyway, we took one and or several, and we sliced them and made cabinet doors and all those cabinet doors up there.
So they are. So these panels up here are actually garage door hunks, more or less.
Yeah, they just been sliced up. They used to be oriented the other way, and this is we also
Oh yeah.
we use the bump in to put storage above the door there, if that makes sense.
Yeah, yeah,
this
the
this
overhang.
adds a whole bunch of storage for us, and we slide Tupperware containers and whatever we don't want to get too often.
And it's deceiving because you forget there's the bump in, and then you look in there like, whoa, that's
there's
deep storage.
2.5 feet of depth there.
Yeah, yeah.
And we found an old dresser, so up there when you're in the bed,
Oh,
you
yeah.
can pull the dresser drawers out.
Yeah.
And it's built in, so it's just kind of nice, again, rebuilding center, all that stuff.
Yeah.
And then, the bump in also allows for this coat closet here.
That's nice and deep
And
too.
yeah, which is nothing fancy, but
Yeah, yeah.
and then in terms of the layout of the house, I don't know if you can tell, but everything up there is above the wheels,
Mm-hmm.
the level, and then there's a step down here because the tires are right there, so we can step down to a lower level.
How many axles? 2?
2 axles.
Yeah, I think you
4
said that.
tires.
Sorry. Yep.
Yeah.
And I noticed
And
you have a real kitchen, which
Yeah.
many tiny houses don't. This
Yeah,
one,
the thinking
lots of counter
was
space.
Yeah, like we have the ladder here sometimes, but when we put the ladder away, it's not bad for hosting. You got this galley kitchen, but there's enough room to work around. We got the just the normal fridge and stove and sink all within reach, and
And a
I like the
normal
social
size sink.
nature of it.
Yeah.
It feels really comfortable to
Yeah.
host people. So.
Yeah.
And then-
A bathroom too.
And then the
yeah.
bathroom, yeah, come on in.
I'm going to show some of the shelving that you were pointing out before. I love it, like with the truth of the nails and all that showing. Very cool.
Yeah.
Coffee maker, utmost importance.
And then, it's pretty simple in here, but you
Yeah.
can come on in. And we did use recycled tin there and a recycled shower pan for the shower, and just kind of gives it a little bit of a modern.
All from that same
look.
restore?
Yep.
Yeah,
yep.
okay. What kind of toilet? Composting? Or it's actually
It's actually
piped in?
plumbed. Yeah, we actually
Oh,
plumbed it.
Fancy.
Yeah. And then
That's cool.
whenever you're ready, it's just got the
Yeah.
sliding
Oh, yeah,
door
one-
here.
yeah.
Just that's. There's actually some secret shelves behind that on the inside.
Is it really?
Oh yeah, yeah, but.
I've been to a couple of houses where they have secret compartments, but they usually won't show them on video, so it makes me wonder what's in those secret compartments. And in some couple of cases, seeing the people I was dealing with, I kind of assumed.
Not that secret.
No, okay. Yeah, the ladder here is. Does it clip onto the rail or?
Yeah,
Oh,
it's
you had that little metal rail. Okay.
Yep, and it's removable and it can slide over here. It's a little, I don't always love the noise it makes. It can sound less secure than it is, but I've never felt uncomfortable walking on it. It's pretty lightweight, so you can kind of put it where, here so the door will open, and it's removable and you can bring it back.
Yeah, hanging on the wall over
Out
there.
of the way. So.
Now, what about heating in here or cooling or
We
what's
just used that little Evo electric heater against
Yep.
the wall over there.
or Envy maybe?
Envy, is that what it's called?
Yeah,
I'm sorry.
I think
Yeah,
it's
you're right,
Envy,
you're
yeah.
right. And then occasionally we need to pull out the just
Oh, the little oil circulating
just
radiator.
the regular space
Yeah, I saw
heater,
that, yeah.
occasionally. But that's just in the coldest nights, and Oregon doesn't get too cold, doesn't get below freezing too often.
Now, ballpark, something like this, if you don't mind me asking, what, took you how long again to do or?
It was 2 years, but it was summers because I'm a school teacher
Yeah.
and weekends, and so it would be hard to say. It was a lot of storing materials and scraping paint off the old windows
yeah.
and designing and redesigning and like choosing what do we want. We ended up putting cedar boards on the ceiling, just like fence boards.
Yeah.
We stained them dark and it came out pretty nice.
Replaned them.
Yeah, and we didn't actually. We just
didn't?
bought them.
Oh.
They're just cedar fence
You
boards.
lied to me, Jesse.
Oh no, we didn't replane those. We had to strip the doors
There was
and
a lot of
replane
planing.
these.
She was saying how it took her hours and hours. You made her do the work.
No,
I'm kidding. How much? If you don't mind me asking though, how much did it cost to build something like this?
17,000.
17. Okay,
Yeah.
and if you said that before,
I did, but it's okay.
I'm a total ADD case, so I was.
And we did all the wiring and the plumbing. We did everything ourselves, and that was just the materials.
Yeah, that's really impressive considering it's a 24-foot house that looks so darn nice. So,
Yeah, thank you.
yeah, thank you once again, Ian and whoosh, Jesse. Again, I'm Deke from RelaxShacks.com. Thanks a lot, and Kent Griswold
Thank
from
you.
Tiny House Blog. We'll see you later.